Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake aka Tag, and today we're back at it again with the craziest deck in the new meta, Miner Poison with Rocket. So there are no more draws in Clash Royale. If you have more damage than your opponent and then the game ends, you win the game. And this deck with Miner, Rocket, Log, and Poison allows you to do more damage than any other deck in the game so quickly. We have a lot of poison bait with the Furnace, the Minion Horde, and the Goblin Gang. And we have great bridge spam answers with the Furnace, the Goblin Gang, and the Valkyrie. Let's go jump straight into some games and assert some dominance with this crazy control deck, and no one will be expecting it.
So we're gonna start off the game with a Miner. We'll see what's up, we'll see what's good, and we can sauce out a log if he drops a bait card. If he just goes in for skeletons and archers like he does, we're gonna drop a log anyway because we want to knock them back. And he's probably gonna have 2.9 expo, one of the strongest decks in the meta right now. What the heck? What are you doing, my man? You're rocking something completely different. Also, notice my placement of the poison. I think we're gonna be able to deny the next wave of fire spirits, please. Oh baby, it barely worked out. So you notice how I was able to chip that fire spirit? He wouldn't have gotten any damage on our tower if he hadn't went in for the graveyard right there. So he's playing really aggressive. He baited out our poison earlier, so he was able to do that. But I think we're also to play pretty aggressive here as well with a Minion Horde and a Miner, because he dropped a poison, dropped a lot of elixir, and we're in a pretty advantageous situation. I like his deck construction. I love when our opponents or anyone runs a deck that looks like something else and tries to trick you. I think it's super smart. So I actually want to say well played. He made a really cool deck with skeletons and archers, and I had no idea what it was. I thought for sure that it was going to be 2.9, and kind of wrecked me, man. Kind of got some early ship damage on us. Anyway, we're going to go in for another poison just to fully deny. Actually, I missed that one, so it's not easy to time, but I was able to do it the first time if you guys want to look for the proper timing against the Furnace to deny all waves of fire spirits, so then they cannot get any damage on your tower. 4 for 4 transaction, and you get 216 damage on their tower as well. So it's well worth it for you. I can rocket everything here, and I think that's going to be our best bet. It's obvious that he's going to go for a graveyard. I want him to drop all of his stuff at the river, and then it just gets rocketed, and then he has nothing to support the graveyard. So he dropped 7 worth of elixir there. He dropped the knight, he dropped skeletons, and he dropped a archers combination. And then he went for a graveyard, and he did a -2 trade there as well against the Goblin Gang. And then he actually dropped a log, so he's way down under there. That's a really bad transaction. That's overall -5 elixir for him for just a log on my tower. So that's actually really good. We can go for another poison here, especially if he wants to go for poison on offense. When they do that, when they go in for the poison on offense and they're running graveyard, they forfeit all position on the map. They cannot do anything to you. If I just go for a Minion Horde and he doesn't have poison in cycle because he already cycled it, there's no way for him to apply any aggression. So that's something that I learned, and I think that super important if you want to play this matchup correctly. Just take advantage of their card cycle when they do not have poison in cycle, defend adequately with Minion Horde, and you will come away with a very easy W. We can go for a Goblin Gang here, and I probably want to just play passively here, rather not going for poisons on offense and just save it for defensive purposes. If I'm able to do that, I think I can just log here, Minion Horde, and then poison. Kill his stuff spammed at the river with the Minion Horde, and then Miners shortly after, and then get counter push and walk away with a W. So the reason why I decided not to go in for very aggressive transaction of rocket or poison on the tower is because I know that my poison denies all damage from him, so there's no capability of him getting damage on us. Rather be safe than sorry, and I'd rather not lose this game. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Gang a little bit lower, and since he's going to go in for the poison, we actually are going to go for our own poison on defense just to nullify everything, because I am able to rocket twice and win the game here. I expect him to drop an Electro Wizard, so I want to preemptively go in for a Miner, and I want to rocket the archers and the Electro Wizard that will immediately be dropped. He's going to drop skeletons instead. I wonder if the Valkyrie is going to get on top of the tower. All we need is a little bit of extra damage, and we walk away with a W. So GG, well played, and peace out. You prefer to go in for a poison before going in for the log, but this is going to work out fine anyway. I'm going to go for a Miner on defense just so he does not get skeleton connection, and we walk with an easy W. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Pleasure playing against you. Got a game against Joe. We're going to sauce out a Miner, and he doesn't spell Joe the conventional way. Let me tell you. He's got it with a J, H, and an O, man. We're going to go in for a Valkyrie, same lane as the Magic Archer. I could have poisoned that, but I think this will be our best defense. And then we want to go in for the Minion Horde right after. So Magic Archer is not aligned perfectly. I think this is going to be P.E.K.K.A, guys. This is going to be a tough P.E.K.K.A matchup again. We played this earlier. It's not easy to play against. We're going to try our hardest to win it again. Okay. Can we go in for a Furnace here? And then go in for a Goblin Gang shortly after? So then we can go and pull the P.E.K.K.A? That must be our best bet. And we're also going to go for a log just so we're going to be able to keep everything alive a little bit longer. And we're going to have to Miner to pull back the P.E.K.K.A and kill the Electro Wizard. And we should be fine after that, but Yeah, we just need to kill Electro. That's the only thing that really mattered there. Getting that right on top of Electro, making sure the Electro hit that instead of the tower with its full damage was super, super important. So, Joe actually had a really good start on his hands. Will we be able to claw our way back? We're down Elixir because we had to drop a miner in a sporadic moment. And he's going to go Night Witch and Ram Rider at the river, so that's going to be a very nice rocket value. We just snagged that immediately. Unfortunately, the bats are going to give him a ton of damage as well. And it looks like the bats are going to be the primary focus. And then the Ram Rider comes through. Oh my gosh. Did Joe know? Did he know that I had rocket? He's a savage, man. He's like, if you rocket this, your demise is imminent. And he's actually giving me the PM. Oh my gosh, Joe, you're such a savage. Why you gotta do me like this, brother? So guys, can we bounce back against the dirty BMer that just is relentless with his aggression? Does so much damage, man. It's really unreliable for me to do anything besides poison in most situations. Starting a Valkyrie in the back and then killing the Magic Archer after is an okay play, but poisoning is just better in this situation. See what else Joe can do to us. See what he's going to drop. Pekka at the river, maybe? He did just poison. He dropped his Electro Wizard, so we're going to try to run it down with some spam. So he dropped his Electro Wizard. He doesn't have anything in cycle. I think that the minion horde should get some damage. He's going to go for Bandit sporadically. So he's playing really aggressive now. He's like spamming to his heart's content. He's going to Magic Archer at the river. We can just Valkyrie right on top of it. Shut it down. Snack and a half, my man. Can we get this tower down? Can we come back? Claw our way back, boys. We're going to go for a poison on top of the Night Witch. I don't care if the Pekka gets a hit. It does not matter to me. Doesn't even get a hit. Let's go. Goblin Gang should save us here. As long as we're in decent standing against him, we will be able to win this game because we just do damage way quicker than him. So we're going to go for a miner. Hopefully the Bandit hits that Valkyrie instead. Oh, the Valk's going to get on the tower. Remember the BM, guys? I remember it too. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. And we're going to give him the yawn. Gotta give him the yawn for that. Let him know that was an easy snack and a half. So you guys can mount some serious comebacks with this deck. It feels so dang good to have that happen. Especially when he BMs you so early on with just crazy plays. I mean, this dude thought he had it in the bag and we just snagged it back from him. Want to go for a log and see what's up? This guy is not dropping a card, so I can passively cycle a Furnace if he's not about that life. Okay. I could have also rocketed that, but I don't know if he's got Sparky. Sometimes people are still running Sparky plus Witch, and if they are, we really don't want to mess around with cycling an early rocket, because then we would have to Skeleton or Goblin Gangs around, actually. So we do not have Skeletons with this deck, unfortunately. I'm so used to, because I've played so much 2.9 recently, but man, here we go. We are going to be able to annihilate this man if he's just going to be going for crazy tornadoes like that. He does actually have a really good matchup, seeing a Baby Dragon and Tornado against a minor fast cycling deck with Minion Horde, but oh no, he's going to have Zap too. This is actually going to be a counter matchup, potentially. Okay, we could poison and log this to get even more chip damage. It is a little bit risky, though. The reason why it's a little bit risky, it's going to be a -2 elixir trade for us, but he's not going to be able to support that Night Witch at all. It's just going to die, and then the poison just gives us so much value. I cannot afford to rocket that after that, though. A lot of you guys might be like, Jake, why are you not rocketing that for a -1 elixir trade? Well, I'm already down a lot. I wouldn't be able to, like, possibly defend this if I did that. It would be unfathomable, guys. So we have to go in for a Valkyrie here. Looks like I might actually have to go for pretty nice defense with, like, Miner and then Goblin Gang. And then also Log. This is really the only way that I was going to be able to kill that Witch in time. And he's going to give us a ton of Elixir. Man, Witch has gotten so much worse. Witch last patch would have taken my tower there, guys, but not today. If I had rocketed it, I wouldn't have been able to kill all the skeletons, and then the Elixir Golemites would have still stayed alive because you're not able to hit everything. They wouldn't have been clumped up. So that's why I decided not to, if you guys were wondering as well. That's why I decided to spam units and cycle a log instead of rocketing. Yes, rocket would have been 1 elixir cheaper, but I wouldn't have been able to hit the skeletons, and I would have probably lost then. He's going to have Mega Knight. Okay, this is a really, like, standard deck from last meta. It's not that great anymore, though. We're just going to go Poison to cycle, and I don't think he has an answer to this if we just Minion Horde. If he, yeah, he's literally just going to do that in the back. Oh, man, game's over. Yeah, if we Minion Horde and you have your Baby Dragon in the back, the game is effectively ours, sir. You can go for Valkyrie, get a surplus of Elixir, and cycle back a Poison on this really nicely. So then the Baby Dragon's going to get damaged. We can go for a Minion Horde on defense again to just finish off the Baby Dragon and finish off your Minion Horde. Counters. Let's just go for another Miner because we have to. Not because I want to. We're getting the tower into 720 range. Once it's 720, the game is ours. So all we need to do is rocket, log, poison, and then I think we win with one more miner connection. So that's it. GG, buddy. We just needed one miner hit for one more poison, and then the game is ours. So that's it. Actually, log does it directly. That's 84. So that was perfect. Perfectly calculated, guys. We didn't even need that miner hit. I thought we needed one more, but it didn't matter. Pleasure playing against you and asserting dominance, my good sir. So we're going to go for a Goblin Gang here right when we see a giant snowball, see if we can get some damage. And we see Magic Archer, so we're 110% going to go for poison here. I think that this man is going to assume that he's safe and sound, and he's going to cycle more cards in the back after he sees that poison, and then we rocket him. I love doing that. I wish I could see the look on my opponent's face when I rocket, like an executioner in the back after I have already poisoned, say, a Magic Archer. Unfortunately, in this situation, I am going to go in for a Furnace because I need to go and pull the Rogue Ghost. Hopefully the Fire Spirits still go on the right-hand side. That'd be ideal. So the Fire Spirits don't get hit, and then the towers are able to chip away on the Rogue Ghost because it was in the middle. So that was one of the best placements possible for us. I'm going to go for a Miner. Doesn't look like the Fire Spirits are going to stay alive. Oh my gosh, if we Miner and then the Fire Spirits connect, that'd be amazing. That was actually a really good Miner. It was even better than I anticipated. Sometimes you think something's like a good play, but it becomes even better, and then it makes you look better, and I'm all for that, man. We're just going to go along with the plan of me tanking for the Fire Spirits. I totally didn't know if they were going to survive or not, but I got very lucky that the poison didn't tick and hit everything. So at this point, I think we have to go for a Furnace to go and pull everything, and then we want a Valkyrie after. Oh man, that's unfortunate. I wasn't able to get it down in time, but we should be able to kill the Bandit now. And we're still in a much better situation than he is. We are up damage on the right-hand side. Even if he's up damage accumulatively, it doesn't matter because it's going to be a 1-0 victory either way. So he's going to go for a Rogue Ghost. We could log this if the Rogue Ghost survives. Don't think it will. All right, cool. I was like, oh man, I have to eat my words if that thing survives. That would be really bad. I'm going to go in for a Miner, and we'll see if he's going to drop anything else. If he drops some Magic Archer or something, we could definitely try to go for a Rocket if he goes for it in the back. But if he continues to spam me, I need to save my Valkyrie. I need to have my Furnace on the map. I think we also need to play pretty aggressive with the Minion Horde so then we can bait out his Electro Wizard. The thing is, the Magic Archer is going to be very, very sad panda moment for us every time that he spams that. We have to wait for it to die, and then we can go in for our Minion Horde. But we got his Magic Archer, we got a Snowball out of cycle, we know he's got Electro Wizard, and we know he's going to spam us as hard as he can to cycle back to like a Magic Archer or Poison. Or maybe Snowball Electro. Yeah, okay, there it is. We're still in the lead, man. This is a matchup that I would say is a little bit difficult because he's got so many answers to our Minion Horde. So our Minion Horde is never going to break through. But if we just use Minion Horde on defense, I think we're fine. That's going to be our main thing. So I can just go in for a log, rocket, and finish off the game. As soon as he's at 700 HP, the game is over. Still not over. Still not over. We can't rocket him out. We need to get one more full combo of rocket, poison, log, and then the game's over. So I think we did it. We're going to go in for the log here. He's going to spam a whole bunch of cards, but it doesn't matter. If we keep him on the defensive with this Miner, the game is effectively over. He has to defend that, but he drops P.E.K.K.A. So then if he tried to defend it, we win with poison. But if he drops P.E.K.K.A. or an offensive play, he doesn't have anything to stop the Miner, so we just win. Here we go, guys. We're going to sauce out a good luck, and we'll see what's up. We're going to go in for a Goblin Gang to open it up, and this dude is saucing out the Royal Ghost emote. Okay, I see you, brother. Alright, that's a little bit unfortunate. We have to go for Minion Horde to deny that damage, and we're probably going to go in for a Miner so then he's not able to get a juicy Magic Archer connection here. We will be able to draw the Dark Prince, hopefully, and get a ton of damage with those minions. Okay, we take those. That was a pretty okay start. Definitely acceptable for my standards. We're going to go in for a Valkyrie here, and then we know that he's probably going to have... Wow, okay. I was going to say Ram Rider, but he's got Sparky, and this is a much better matchup for me. I was like, Ram Rider might be a little bit difficult because if we don't have Furnace in cycle, there's really no way for me to shut it down except going in for logs and then maybe going in for like Minion Hordes plus Goblin Gangs instead of just like waiting it out and hoping that I have Furnace. So log plus Minion Horde, and then he snowballs, and then we're okay. But yeah, it's just, I need to stop the charge, man. Anyway, we know for sure that this dude's going to have lightning, so we have to go for a Furnace here. We need to wait for that to lock on, and then we go in for the Goblin Gang right after. The reason we go for the Goblin Gang after is because he could have snowballed the Goblins, and then I think we would have lost. The Stab Goblins would just die immediately to the value of Snowball and the Goblin Giant DPSing it down. But since it was targeting the Furnace, he had no such luxury. So he's going to have Hunter, unfortunately. It's a very good card. It got buffed, and the balance change that no one will remember because the Witch was so strong and the Elixir Golem was so strong in those meta. So if you guys don't remember, here's a quick refresher. Hunter did get buffed. It's a very good card. You guys should be using it if you're running Giant Miner or you're running a Sparky deck. It's one of the best cards to use in it. So I completely agree with this deck. I like it. It's just we hard counter it, man. So we're chilling. We're thriving. And we know for a fact that he does have lightning in this. So that's why I'm just making sure that I get as much value as possible. We're going to wait for that to lock on again. Then we go in. I have to log everything back. I think we might have to drop a miner just so the Dark Prince doesn't lock onto our tower. Because I didn't want to cycle a minion horde. It just didn't seem acceptable to me. I can maybe rocket here. Rather just poison though. Yeah. Rocketing could have been a waste. Because now I'm able to rocket this or minion horde. I think minion horde is better because he's not going to have an answer to it. He's not going to drop the Goblin Giant in time. Yeah. Since he dropped the Mega Minion, I knew he wasn't going to drop the Goblin Giant in time. We don't even need a Furnace. We can just drop a Goblin Gang here because the Barbed Barrel doesn't extend that far. And we will walk away with a very easy W. I mean, this deck does hard counter the crap out of Sparky decks. If you guys hate playing against tricky Sparky decks that you're tired of hard countering you 24/7, get the upper hand on them, hard counter them with this deck, and make their lives miserable. I mean, I guess the main thing is don't make their lives miserable. Just win the game because there's nothing they can really do. It's the easiest matchup I've ever played with this deck. It's also pretty easy to play against Expo decks. So those are the two matchups that are super annoying for most people because Sparkies just take towers in a matter of seconds. And then Expo, you guys already know, it's just so drudgerous to play matches against them. But you can beat them pretty easily with two spells, the Rocket and the Poison. And then you also have Miner Log to finish it off if they somehow can't kill it there. So we got a game against Sky. We're going to sauce out a good luck here. And he's going to go for a Royal Ghost. So we're going to go for Miner on the right-hand side. He's going to have a Royal Ghost, so it's probably going to be P.E.K.K.A. When we see Royal Ghost, it has to be P.E.K.K.A, right, guys? So we went for Miner to open up the game. We're going to go for a Valkyrie right on top of the Royal Ghost. And we can get ready to roll with either a Log or a Goblin Gang. I'm going to save my Goblin Gang in case he has either a Battle Ram or a Bandit in cycle. And there's the Battle Ram as expected. So he could zap this, but the Goblins still kill it. So it would be a bad play for him to zap. So he is going to drop Bandit as well. So he's going to drop everything. I really want to see a zap on top of that. Oh, let's go. Everything that I wanted to have happen has been working for me. Unfortunately, he does have Magic Archer. So that's the first time something wrong has happened for me. But we're still going to get so much damage. Our predictions have been paying off dividends. So I can go for a Valkyrie, but rather wait a little bit for the Magic Archer to walk up. So we take less damage from that. So then our Valkyrie's even healthier, and it's going to be more of an issue for him. I think the Royal Ghost could die because our Valkyrie is like so healthy. Will give us one extra hit, and then we could just log it and finish it off probably. No, he's going to be able to kill it. Can we Furnace early so then the Fire Spirits and the Furnace don't all get hit at the same time, and then gives us time to kill it? Oh, he's going to go for a Poison. Guys, he doesn't know that he can't break through our deck at all. It's not possible. We have so much strike damage that it's just going to be a meme. As soon as he cycles something in the back, he's going to get rocketed. I want to showcase a Poison, and then he'll think that we don't have another big spell. He's going to cycle like a Magic Archer in the back, and he'll be super sad. So we're going to go for a Miner. He's going to go for like a Magic Archer or Electro Wizard and zap that probably. Oh, he drops everything. Oh my gosh, he drops his entire bank account on us. I'm definitely going to go sauce out a Log, and we can also go for a Valkyrie here. So guys, this game is going splendidly well for us. I don't think that he can go spam us at all since we have Furnace and ample counters to his bridge spam of Bandit and Battle Ram. And I'm just waiting for him to go in to the point that we can just start rocking him out. I could also Goblin Gang here, but I'd rather Goblin Gang on top of the Bandit. And he's not going to want to zap this. If he does, he's crazy because the Goblins don't die. So yeah, he's not going to zap that. We're going to drop our Poison. Then he probably cycles Electro in the back and we rocket it. This is where the memes happen, guys. Please cycle Electro in the back. Well, he dropped a P.E.K.K.A. I think we might be able to like just rocket cycle him with miners at this point. At 1,000 HP, I'm pretty sure you can do this. It's kind of memey, but our deck just allows it to happen, guys. He had 1,000 hit points on his tower, and he just lost the game, which is kind of wild to me, right? Like, you guys wouldn't expect someone to be able to lose at 1,000 HP, but it just happens, guys. This deck is busted. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout, and take 64 for a miner hit, and that's going to be game. Pleasure playing against you, and good luck in the rest of your grand challenge session. This deck is so unbelievably toxic, man. It's crazy. 1,000 HP just vanished in an instant, and he never came back.